Hey, what's up, guys? Man, coming on a little late with this post fight, man. I watched this fight on a slight delay, but the official decision had me backed up even more. This was the first time I ever saw Lee Haskins and Ryan Burnett fight. I did not know who these guys were. I just knew that this card was coming on AWE here in the States on DirecTV. Um, as some of these Sky Sports Eddie Hearn cards do. So I thought I would tune in. I only got to see the main event so far because I was working. I will look at the other fights later. But this fight was a one-sided beatdown. Um, Ryan Burnett, I had him shutting out Lee Haskins. My scorecard was 120 to 106. Um, I cannot recall the last time I saw a world champion lose so badly by decision, lose on a clean sweep. Somebody remind me when was the last time a world champion lost in this fashion? Man, this guy Lee Haskins, I'm wondering who he beat to win his world title. He looked so bad. I mean, the guy looked like he did not belong in the ring with Ryan Burnett. Ryan Burnett was a younger guy. He was less experienced. He was an Olympian, but Lee Haskins, man, just looked like somebody who did not belong in the ring with a Ryan Burnett, man. And the tale and the story of the fight basically was, pot shots from Ryan Burnett, man. The guy would mainly score and land his right hand, and he would either tie up or he would get out of there so he would not get countered. Credit to him. The guy has these weird feints and movements. And Lee Haskins was getting drawn into it, just staring at the guy. The way to fight Ryan Burnett is to rush this guy. You cannot stand there and look at him move and let him, pick his shots and throw when he wants to throw. But Lee Haskins played the game. He got picked apart early in the fight. I was taking notes, but I stopped taking notes because basically the tale of the fight was Burnett would land a lot more flush than Lee Haskins would. Man, he would land on Burnett, and he would land on Haskins, and Haskins would make the ugliest of faces. Like he was in pain, squinting. Like I said, man, I had a complete shutout, man. It was a knockdown scored in the 6th and in the 11th. I have that after the 11th round, I think that Lee Haskins' corner should have stopped the fight, man. They either should have thrown the towel in the 11th after he went down, or they should have stopped it after he came back to the corner after the 11th round, man. I could not hear the instructions very clear from his corner, but they should have been telling this guy that he needed a knockout to win the fight. That he had to press, get a knockout to win, and that was his only way because, like I said, I had him losing in a shutout, man. All right, now let's get to the controversy. Whew. They said, I'm sitting here, I'm all relaxed. I'm like, wow, this was a shutout. This guy Ryan Burnett won the belt. In his home country, another world champion for Eddie Hearn. Somehow, some way, he gets these champions to fight challengers in their home country. I guess he's paying these guys a lot of money to do it. But so I'm just waiting for them to say unanimous decision or whatever, and then all of a sudden, the ring announcer says we have a split decision, and my heart sinks, man. My heart is beating weird and fast. I'm like, what? I know we're not about to see a screw job in this fight, man. It's just too one-sided. The guy had, multiple knockdowns. How could he lose his fight, man? So the guy reads the scorecard, okay? First judge had it 119-107. And then he says Sammartino, who turns out to be a guy named Clark Sammartino from my country, the United States of America. How great, wow, great way to represent the states, Clark Sammartino. He scored the fight 118-108 for Haskins. you know, uh, yeah, I was in disbelief. All right, And so then they read the third scorecard, which was 119-107. And luckily, thankfully, they gave it to Burnett, man. They gave it to the right guy. Uh, this would have been a disaster, man, if Haskins got a decision in this fight. Luckily, he did not. This guy must have been, if he was not the worst world champion in the world, he was one of the worst, man, because the guy got shut out, man. Like I said, he did nothing. I saw nothing from the guy. He looked like a jobber. He did not look like he belonged in a championship fight. He looked so bad. And like I said, his corner should stop the fight. All right, but this Clark San Martino, man, I watched all the telecasts to the end before I came on. This guy Robert Smith with the British Boxing Board of Control, he said that Clark San Martino would not be coming back to Ireland. All right, I'm pretty sure all of the UK. So just an embarrassment, man. And it took me a little time because I decided to look this guy up on BoxRec, and I am going to pull him up and show his face so everybody can see. All right, there he is, Clark San Martino. As you can see, he is a very old gentleman. I don't know how old his picture is, but he is elderly in his picture. He might be even older now. Uh, I wish I had his age, but yes, he is a judge. Unfortunately, he is from the United States, out of Rhode Island. All right, and I looked through his BoxRec briefly. Um, as you can see, he has 433 bouts, going back to 1987. Basically, this guy judges like a few fights every year. Because I would think 433 would not be. It should not take too long to get to 433 if you work consistently. But this guy seems to work just a few fights a year, not very many, and it's been spread out through through a long period of time. So, but yeah, that's the guy, man. That's the guy who scored it for Lee Haskins. A Lee Haskins who was knocked down twice, totally dominated, pot shot it all night, busted up, looked like the worst world champion in the world. Clark San Martino, sadly from the United States of America, representing us very bad. And as the guy with the BFC said, he will not be coming back. So, shame on you, Clark San Martino, an embarrassment to Rhode Island, an embarrassment to the United States. They said they're going to talk to the guy to see why and how he saw the fight the way he saw it. I hope for his sake he says that he made a mistake and put the wrong, he just put the score by the wrong name. He judged the wrong way. That's what he better say. I'm pretty sure they still will not invite him back. But, there needs to be a saving grace. Say, oh, you know what, I had the guys confused, and maybe he can get off that way. But that was terrible, man. And if somehow, some way he tries to justify it for Lee Haskins, then they need to suspend his judging license. They need to take his rights so he does not judge anymore anywhere else in the world, man. That's a fact. It was that bad. All right. So that's the way I saw the fight, guys. Very quick, very fast post fight. If you guys saw the fight or have any questions about the fight, you can leave a comment in the comment section, man. I think I'm gonna go look at some of these other fights, man. It just depends, really. I was interested in the Mike Perez fight. I'm not sure if they showed that or not, but they showed some knockouts from earlier, before the telecast went off. I'm not sure if that was on what I recorded, but I'll take a look at those. And if there's anything of note, I will come on and talk about them later. And I will come on and talk about UFC later also. So you guys have a good night, man. Thanks for watching. And let me know what you thought about the fight, man. Y'all take care.